And we're rolling.
You were right, champ.
Surprise, surprise.
Don't jinx it.
What the bloody hell happened there?
Shut up.
Great stuff. Hello and welcome,
everybody.
Sorry, man. Are you going to do it?
Yeah, I'll do it. Welcome to On the Offensive Sports. So, excellent preparation.
Do you want me to welcome everyone as well? Can I join in too?
Yeah, go
Let's
ahead.
just do it all at the same time. Welcome, everyone, to On the Offensive. Welcome.
This is
Welcome,
the sports podcast. So we're splitting the podcast into two. We're going to have monthly news and weekly sports. So welcome to the first sports on the offensive. I am Perso. We've got Ace.
Hello.
And Carney.
Good day, wherever you are on the planet.
Cool. We're all feeling very sporty. So I think we'll start with going through a little bit of a global sports wrap-up.
Sorry, can I just jump in there? Can we start with a fact check and correction from show number 1, the monthly?
Shoot.
Is that all right? I said Tassie when I was talking about the Shield final, and I meant to say South Australia. I don't know why that happened. And I also said Queensland was about to wrap it up, and then South Australia had a magnificent final day and won. And won their first Shield final in some time. And it was a pretty historic day, and I sat there with egg on my face, almost as if I had guessed that 60 million people live in Ireland.
Yeah, that was a bit surprising. So
I was looking at other notes. Anyway.
If we've
Fair
got
enough.
to fact check
Yeah.
all of our incorrect sports predictions, I've got a lot of work to do based on the NRL round last week. Holy crap.
We don't have that sort of time.
Oh, it's going to take a week. I'm still recovering.
Yeah. All right. Sorry, Perso. I just had to get that out of the way.
no worries. I'm sure there's another couple of fact checks from all the other stuff we spoke about as well. But I think, I'm pretty confident that we got most of it right. Anyway,
Again,
in the world
time.
of sports these days, what's going on in the NBA? We got the Thunder, Cavaliers, Celtics, and the Rockets are looking good. But don't count out the Nuggets, Warriors. The Knicks are actually up there as well, which is cool to see.
Yeah, always.
Yeah, and the Lakers. Did you see that Luka Doncic trade?
Man, people were going mental for that. Those poor fans. Who did he come from? He come from Dallas or Denver?
Yeah, I feel bad for the Dallas people. They were having a very difficult time dealing with this, and I don't blame them. It was such a crazy trade. Like, nobody knew about it. It was really, really bizarre. And when I looked into it, it seems like it happened at very high levels of the game and business. You know what I mean?
It was an administrative trade.
Yeah, you could say that. So, that's what it's looking like over there. The regular season finishes April 13. Playoffs begin April 19. Now over in the NHL, we got the Washington Capitals. They're dominating the league at the moment, the only team with over 100 points. But over in the Atlantic Division, my team, the Detroit Red Wings, are not looking too good. But we got the Toronto Maple Leafs leading at the top.
Oh, wow.
It's a pretty tight race at the top, but they're currently first. So they actually won the Stanley Cup 13 times, which is the second highest.
Jeez.
So they're a legendary club. But guess when was the last time they won?
They won it. How long has this league been like a thing? Like, this is 100 sort of year old league.
I don't know.
Say 2000. I'll put it right on the number. 25 years.
The last time they won was 58 years ago in 1967.
Oh.
Wait, is this the NHL?
Yeah.
Is it like what National Hockey League? Is it predominantly Canadian?
American and Canadian, yeah. Mostly American. Well,
I would think Canadians would dominate that.
They got a lot of good players, but a Canadian team hasn't won the Stanley Cup for a very long time. But there's not that many Canadian teams.
Oh, okay. That's interesting.
They boo the American national anthem, and the American teams go skits and beat up on them.
Well, yeah, that's a recent thing. But Anyway, I would like to see the Maple Leafs win again. It's cool to see them up there. So the playoffs are set to start on 420, as they say in the States. And I'll also be rooting for the Maple Leafs, as they say in the States as well.
Beep.
But that means something different down under.
Yeah,
Anyway, we
that's
also...
my wife's birthday is 420.
Oh, nice.
really?
Oh, you should never hear the end of that.
Oh, that's cool.
It's pretty fun. Well, that's how I've always remembered it. So, like, I'll never forget because I joke about it so frequently.
That makes it easy.
And now you guys will never forget.
No, yeah, you're right. Yeah, good on me.
Well,
I'm going to look like a champion sending her text messages on her birthday.
That's actually the birthday of another famous person who I'm not going to mention, but you can Google that later for yourself.
Oh. Yeah, I'm sure there's famous
well, it's
bloke
not
born
mine.
January 7th. I can't put my finger on it. Who could that be?
Somebody special.
I don't know about that, but it is the day after January 6th, but that's for the other podcast. Anyway, moving on. We got the Masters Golf taking place from April 7 to 13 at Augusta National Golf Club.
Augusta, nice.
Yeah, so Scotty Scheffler should take that out, but I reckon Rory McIlroy might ride the momentum of winning his second Players' Championship on St. Patrick's Day.
What a special, momentous occasion. What about Min Woo Lee? Min Woo Lee's just had a very nice victory and put it right into the face of Scotty Scheffler right at winning time after winning the opening putt with a little bit of a cheeky green read for about a 1-inch putt there as well. I like Min Woo Lee's chances pretty much everywhere he goes at the moment. I think he had a little bit of a lull there, but he's the man. He's got the eye.
Yeah, so that'll be good to see. Over in football, I mean, there's always football happening, soccer, all around the world. But in the English Premier League, they've played around 30 matches, and Liverpool have pulled away at the top. You'll be happy to hear that, Ace. Followed by Arsenal, Nottingham Forest, and my boys Chelsea. So
followed quite away, mind you.
Well, yeah, top four. It's anything can happen.
Points wise, they're quite away. And look,
anyway,
if anything can happen, and if any team is going to let that happen, it is Liverpool.
They are playing very, very nicely at the moment.
Very well, but they do tend to do something that I'm not going to say.
Don't jinx it. We'll keep an eye on that. Okay, so Major League Baseball, nobody cares about that, except for Americans. But it'll begin on March 27th and run through September 28th. But there is a couple of other countries where baseball is their predominant sport. Can you guess the two countries where that's a thing?
Japan?
Cuba and Japan.
Japan is one. Cuba, actually, I'm not too sure about, but I was thinking close.
South America.
Argentina.
I'll be more broad.
See, well, yeah, okay, Venezuela, so you're right.
Venezuela, yeah.
So I got it right.
Yeah, you did.
Thanks. I'll take it.
Cool.
How many people live in Venezuela?
Oh, man. We're going to play this guessing fact check.
They're going to keep doing it until somebody gets further off than I was.
What, the population of Venezuela?
A population of anything. I don't care.
But as long as you say it with confidence, everyone would be off by believe it.
55 million.
Ah. Oh, really?
Well,
never mind. Let's
I'm pretty sure it's larger than Ireland and larger than Australia, so I'll bank on that.
Okay. Damn it, you should have let him guess. He probably would have said 5 million. And then
I'm just going to shut up, eh?
Sweet.
You guys are confusing me both ways.
All right, sweet. Sorry. Carry on.
All right. Over to you, bro.
All right. So, we have a new NBL championship, talking basketball, Australian.
What do you mean new?
NBL champions. The new NBL champions, as of about a week and a half ago. It is over. It was an epic 5-game playoff series. It went right down to the last game. And your new champions are the Illawarra Hawks. Thank you very much. Quite a crowd.
You won. You've got a premiership.
We do. We've got seem to get it a little bit more regularly there, but whatever.
Anyway,
that's been a long time coming as well.
Yeah, it's a pretty legendary club in a non-legendary league.
The only foundation club.
How many teams are in the NBL?
10 or so.
It's not really. So you got a 1 in 10 chance of winning it. Like that's
No, you don't.
Statistically,
no, you don't. Well, not if you're shit.
Yeah, but you got 10 years to not be shit.
You don't
like
win it every
the Big Bash. It's like, oh, they won. It's like,
The way the NBL goes, you're more likely to just be removed from the comp than you are to win the comp. Lately.
Did the Brisbane Bullets, are they still a thing?
Yep.
Brisbane's still a thing, yeah.
Do you remember Leroy Loggins? He was like the poster boy in the 90s for the Brisbane Bullets.
Do you remember, why was he a mate of yours? Okay. Hey, remember the Gold Coast Blaze, Carney?
Nah.
Okay, great. I used to know
who
the guy
they?
who was. I used to know the mascot for them.
Do you know this is actually? I was talking to a mate of mine today, and his little brother played for the Blaze. So there you go. He was. I don't know how many seasons he did, but yeah, that's just a little connection that I made today.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, moving on.
Moving on, what I thought I was going to quickly do is because we didn't really tip last week, we weren't really doing it last week. Carney, you had the bail.
Thank God.
Yeah.
Oh, my. Yeah, cool.
Oh, yeah, that turned out to be a fun evening for you. Great.
Oh, the weekend was fantastic with regards to NRL tipping. Holy.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we're about to go through that. So that's.
Good. Yeah, let's do that. We'll gloss over the Storm game. That's irrelevant.
We'll wait till we get there. You know. Let's just have a look.
Okay.
All right. So we started off with the Rabbits 28 defeating the Panthers 18. What was your tip there, Carney?
What do you think?
The same as mine, I suppose.
I used my joker because I saw the round. I'm like, I'm going to get 6 minimum.
So
easily.
Explain to the numpties what a joker is.
The joker is you get double points. You get 2 jokers per season, and I played my card early because I looked at the round, and it looked extremely black and white to me, and it did not pan out that way whatsoever. This is the worst round I've ever tipped in 6 or 7 years of footy tipping. So yeah, that was fantastic. I haven't even opened the app since, I think, Saturday. I've just got the shits with it.
Sick. So you're a fucking idiot. And you got Panthers. Speaking of black and white, you should have gone red and green instead. So you lost there.
How is that speaking of black and white?
You said I thought it was black and white.
Have you ever tried the method of making your picks and then choosing the opposite ones of all of them?
No, that's what I'm doing now. And I don't care.
It's every time I've done that, when you have an upset round, you do it the following week and it backfires.
Well, even
it's great
Saturday, I was the Sharks Bulldogs game. I'm like, you know what? I've just got everything wrong. I'm going to go the Bulldogs. And then I'm like,
oh, sweet.
No,
well done.
No, the Sharks are not going to lose that game. So I got that wrong as well. I had a shocker.
That is that sounds like a lot of fun. Good for you.
Yes, thanks, man.
Well, look, if it makes you feel any better, I had a similar week, Supercoach wise. I know you're not doing the Supercoach anymore this year.
Who's your captain?
My captain was Tom Trebojevic. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
fantastic.
He does this to me every year, once a year. He fucking does this to me, and then I got to get rid of him. And
if we've had a conversation about him in the last 3 or 4 months, I would have. I've said this to a number of people. Round 4 or 5, he'll be out with a hammy or something. He'll do something to his legs. Mind you, I said the same about Reynolds. Round 4 or 5, that he'll blow a knee out or something.
No, like Reynolds, not great, but he doesn't have that track record of Turbo. Turbo kills me, mate. Like
next level.
Fucking
I feel
hell.
sorry for him as well because, like, he's strikes me as a good bloke. Does a lot for the community.
Oh, such a good fella, and the
Very
brother
passionate.
and the other brother.
The whole family. Oh, the other brother. All of them.
They're club men. They're if you liked Manly, you'd be so connected to them. Like,
oh, definitely,
mate. Fuck that. I do feel for him. I feel for him, but
be like a
fucking
Jarrell
hell, what do you?
situation. Like
I know.
got knocked out in unfair circumstances, but he's been with the club for ever since, to the best of my knowledge.
Could have been any. Oh, he's doing a great potty now.
So I imagine Turbo, regardless, he'll be tied up with the club. Hopefully, it comes good. But man, he's like every year. How many games did he play last year? Like 7.
How many fucking jobs can a club give people?
And he'd be on top dollar as well.
Yeah, but they got fucking Tom and Jake and Ben and like, how many jobs are they giving this fucking club? But mate, I reckon he's the best player since Andrew Johns.
See, now, what's fucked
he's
in my
just
head,
made out of fucking glass, and we'll never know for sure.
And it makes no sense, and it sounds stupid to say, even in Origins, everything, for years, I've never rated him. But week after week after week, he shows up. But I just still, I think it's just, I look at him and he just doesn't, he looks, well, I'm not going to say.
Do you know why you don't rate him in Origins?
He doesn't look like a footy player.
I get that.
Like,
yeah,
gangly.
He just looks like a nice boy who would offer to put your trolley away for you after you come out of the shops.
Yeah, and he's like, I don't know, parents or cousins or something.
No, I didn't mean like that.
That's
like
exactly
Mum
where
drank while he was in the womb.
Oh yeah, like durries and shit.
Not that shit. I mean, you just like I sort of thought
like
I got
a Narang kid, a real Narang. Yeah. He looks like he's from Narang,
like Sid the Sloth, like Frenchie.
Mate, his eyes are so far apart.
Yeah, he looks like if Frenchie played footy.
And Spencer Lenu went the other way. He looks like a snake. His eyes are just so tight together.
Oh, that dude. Fucking hell, he's a fucking animal.
Good attitude,
I love him coming off the bench, dude, mate. Yeah, anyway. All right. We're never going to get anywhere if we're just going to talk about Tom Trbojevic all day, because I can do it all day.
Okay.
Wait, and you're obviously deflecting.
Who's Tom going to throw a bitch? What does he do?
Yeah,
he got done for DB.
He makes me a Throbovich.
What a wanker.
Yeah, sometimes I can't help myself. All right, we can move on from that. Mitch Kenny made 49 tackles in that game. That was a good game. But the Panthers dropped down to 13th. If I told you the Panthers were going to be 13th at any stage this season, you'd have called me crazy.
Oh, and Bulldogs at top of the ladder with no losses?
Mate.
What world are we living in? Are you kidding?
And, yeah, no buys, no losses. I know. 3 years ago, that just, yeah.
3 weeks ago? What are you talking about?
Couldn't have written. Well, the Dogs, mate, fuck, their defense is fucking insane. Last year, they finished 5th last year? They're a serious side, man. And also, we're only round 4, so.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. Another little bit of a surprise. The Roosters 12 defeated by the Titans 30.
Ugh.
You had the Roosters in that by the sound of it?
Of course I did.
Tedesco ran for 220 metres in that game, despite them only completing at 57%. I thought he was great in a losing side. That is, I've got it written down here and I've got it circled. I've never heard of that, but I checked and checked and checked. That's fucking what it says.
Man, Tedesco, he's always struck me as like Bambi on ice.
Yeah.
Like every game, his legs are like way too quick for the rest of his torso.
Yeah, his arsehole's coming out.
It's just, and it frustrates me watching it.
Yeah.
What a piece of shit.
But fucking hell, what a player. He's so like weirdly balanced and he looks like he's running like a Thunderbird. Like Yeah, but
I think
man,
most of his
he's
body weight's in
quick
his
and
mouth.
he's just so
What a
he's
big
so well
boy.
balanced. He gets like low and man, and he had that like down year a couple of years ago, and everyone thought he was done. And then last year, it was like, nah, best fullback in the comp. Shut up. He's a fucking legend. The Titans 30, they went up to 5th. I thought Jaden Campbell had just about the game of his career. He took that intercept, ran away to score. They went level at 12-12 at that point. They completed at 81%.
Well, that's another one. They've improved a lot, and I'm happy to see them winning.
Yeah.
Because they have forever just been the shit bottom 4 team. Like, it's just always been that way. So it's a nice change. I should be happier. Yeah. I should start tipping them.
They've always had this really cool attacking upside. And it's good to see them sort of pair that with holding teams off. And one thing cool I thought about this game was AJ Brimson did the bookmark that I always look out for: first try, last try.
Oh, always, really?
Yeah. I love a bookmark. I'm going to start like taking more notice of bookmarks in games, and see if it's going to be worth me backing it in weeks to come.
Oh, imagine $5 on that. Holy crap.
First try and last try. Yeah.
It's far out, man. That'd have to be 50 to 1 minimum.
50 to 1, dude. If not possibly more than that. Moving on. Dolphins 12 defeated by Broncos 20. How'd you feel about that?
It's another one. Like, the Dolphins are a joke team. I shouldn't.
Oh,
that's harsh. It's very harsh. But like, look at it. Have they had a win this season?
No, not yet.
And it's the same as I put them in the same category as the Titans, even though the Titans are doing a lot better. I would have thought a team with like the Broncos' current caliber, if you ignore all of last year, should have put 30 on them pretty comfortably.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, they came back at the last 10 minutes, I guess. Dolphins.
Yeah, look, but doesn't that tell you that maybe they're getting it together? They got a good enough roster to be a good enough side. They completed at 80%. Obviously, I don't think they're a top 8 side or anything like that, but
I'd love to see it. I want to see them have a good season, being like a young team, a young team for the NRL.
Yeah.
But I just don't see it happening anytime soon. Holy crap.
Their win is coming, and it makes you wonder, what is the Wayne factor? Like, how much, how much Wayne factor it really has an impact on there, because he's gone now and they just don't seem to have that bit of Dolphins DNA that we thought they had.
And look what's happened to the Bunnies.
Yeah.
It's hard to sort of... I've always said that it's kind of bullshit. Like, I mean, the coaches play a part, but I always thought that it was and I still do. I think it's a much more minor part. Like, you see him getting the arse when the team's playing shit. Like, it's a bit unfair. But then, like, shit like this happens.
Like, yeah, exactly. I don't know, but every team's going to be able to get up. I mean, you can point to a couple of games in this round that teams that just really needed to get up for it and really needed to do something.
And they all fucking did.
They sort of found a way to just do it,
And that's what I've always said. I shouldn't have the shits that I tip so badly, because I love that it's going, like, the script's been flipped. I love it. All the good teams are losing all of a sudden. It's fucking great. And I've been bitching about the Panthers for like 4 years. I'm sick of them winning. And now it's getting, like, Bulldogs getting up there. I love seeing it.
Yeah. I got to say, though, I really do enjoy watching what the Panthers have been doing over the last few years. I just can't help myself. I don't care. I love it. I love that sort of greatness. Maybe it softens the blow. Yeah. Maybe it softens the blow that they're a Sydney team, and that I would hate that if it was certain other teams. But
that was like,
one thing I try not to escape is the respect. I would respect it no matter who, and I respect the hell out of it, being that it's the Panthers.
I know. It is like, what an achievement. It's almost
Yeah.
like getting 3 wooden spoons in a row. It's like,
I
it's
said
an
something like that to
achievement.
Perso
Holy
the other day
shit,
too.
man.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's actually 3 back-to-back seasons have had the same, like, winner and wooden spoon, eh?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
exactly. Yeah, exactly right. That's again, we talk about bookmarks.
Yeah.
You know?
Far
Yeah.
out.
Who's the wooden spooners?
Tigers. 3 years in a row for poor old Tigers. They're doing their best.
Yeah, they're gay.
Yeah, all right. I have a soft spot in my heart for Tigers being another merger
Well, I
team, or
like
being
Benji
a
Marshall.
merger team, like another cool team that I really respect for
And I like
no
Appy Coruscant. I
reason.
really like Appy. I reckon he'd be a bloke that you just get along with.
I can't help but look at Appy and think about how he bagged them after he won the grand final, and
Yeah, that's all right.
he was
Good
on
bloke.
stage there, and he goes, "Yeah, all right, well, that was good to win the grand final. Now I'm off to Tigers. I'll probably do it again."
That's what I mean. He's got a good sense of humour. We get on like
That
a
is,
house on
yeah.
fire.
He is, yeah, fair enough. That's funny. And another bookmark in that very game, Carney, Shibasaki. Shibasaki bookmarked.
You know what?
The Broncos.
I've always liked saying that name. I like it.
He's the
Didn't he
goatie.
go from Broncos to Newcastle and back to Broncos?
He's been all over the goddamn place, and he's ruined many a Supercoach season for me. So it's really nice to see him paying me back a little bit.
Isn't Tatai Moga showing his face around again? Where's he gone? I heard something about. I heard his name come up because I always, as you well know, always complain about him when I hear his name. It's been years. I got PTSD. It came up in
Jack
conversation.
Bird.
Oh my god! Yeah, let's talk about that. Nah, I thought
you guys at Broncos, you did get mogered a couple of times. You brought in players like Tata Moga, like, whoa, look at the potential on this guy.
And then he played red hot for you blokes.
Oh, you just got fucked. And Ben Barber mogages as well.
Oh, Dally Emmett. Where did he come from? Bulldogs?
Yeah, Sharkies. Everywhere he went, other than Broncos, he was just a fucking cunt.
Good job.
Yeah, Jack Bird, great stuff. Oh, cool! I come to Broncos on tons of money. Ow, my ACL twice. Yeah. Fuck.
You get paid like $3 million to rehabilitate yourself on the sideline.
Yeah, play a couple of games of footy, whatever, here and there.
That was actually a joke. Like, but good on him. Fuck, live your life, man.
You can't. You can't. I'm sure he would have loved to have been playing instead of sitting on the sidelines.
Yeah, just chew up the salary cap. It's all good.
Yeah. Anyway, I thought we were going to blast through these games. We've only just made it to the.
It's just Perso just keeps interjecting.
Shut up, dude. Are you still there, Perth?
Sorry.
Mad. No, this is great. Dragons 14 defeat the Storm 8. That's interesting, Carney. Well, have a look at that.
My favourite bit about that whole game, and I screenshot it and sent it to a few people, was you.
Yeah.
Before you do it, just don't. And I'm such a good mate. I think I did it with like 5 seconds to go or something. Yeah, I think I did.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, but it was like, it was done. I was already celebrating. Gutho was already screaming, celebrating. I was already out, man. Happy boy.
Like, is that the best win that they've had in fucking 3 years, 4 years? Can you think of a better win where you were more of an underdog?
Probably when we went down to Melbourne last year and beat the Storm. Don't know if you
oh shit! I've got a short memory. Eh?
That's aware of that. Yeah, we're a pretty good bloody side, mate.
Yeah.
What happened?
Good teams.
Did the Storm have heaps of injuries or something?
No.
Well, this time around they did not have Jerome Hughes.
Did Nelson play?
Nelson did not play on the weekend.
But that's not from injury, that's from form.
No. He was out. He was unavailable. So he'd have played had he been available, but he was out.
Why wasn't he available?
Suspension, I imagine. Thinking back to the game before, but if not, it was just
the game
an
before.
He was unavailable.
He had an absolute shocker. The game before.
He did.
Holy shit!
I mean, but he also he gave away a lot of penalties the game before. Anyway,
few knock-ons. It's easy to criticise people from the couch.
Yeah, but that's the thing. I go back and look at a lot of these stats now, and I really see why these big name play. You look at these high tackle counts, these high run meters. They're all the real recognisable names all the time, and you really see where this
recognisable for a reason.
Yeah, you really see where a salary cap goes and why.
Not Pappenhausen. That dude, man,
Pappy.
He's got to be pushing $1 million a year comfortably. He's so fucking good.
Mate, in any other side, the money these guys can make in other sides. But, kudos to them. But Melbourne managed them so well. Melbourne managed Pappenhausen so well. There were so many other sides that might have just rushed him through. Where Melbourne is so patient with these guys. They let them play a little bit of second fiddle, come off the bench for a year, half a year, and really learn your trade and learn your craft and sit behind someone like a Slater or now whoever's sitting there behind sort of Pappenhausen, just learning, just figuring out the craft, and they really bring them in really well.
This probably won't really add to the conversation, but in my fucked up head, every time he gets the ball, I call him Pappen Smear. I just think that's a bit funny.
I don't know why that's funny, but it's funnier than it should be. It doesn't deserve to be funny, but it's
fucking hilarious.
It's fucking stupid, and now that's what my fucking brain's going to do. Thanks very much for that. Who'd you tip in that game, by the way?
Oh, fuck. Again, have we got to go over this every time? I tipped
every single time.
Again,
thought so.
I think on that tipping app, it was 99% Storm in the country. 99% of tippers tipped the Storm. There's no way they were ever going to lose that. And they lost it pretty convincingly.
Yeah.
Do you know what the Dragons were paying in that game?
It would have been over $5.
$4.50. I don't think it made it to $5.
That's a lot less than I would have thought.
Well, the weather forecast, I think, kept it that way, and the rain probably helped in some way. But at the same time, the Storm had 48 tackles on the Dragons line inside the Dragons 20, and they scored one try.
That's psycho.
It would be ironic if rain didn't help the Storm.
Well, it didn't. Well, it didn't. It didn't do anything. Grant and Cook, both hookers in that game, both made 49 tackles. I thought that was interesting.
I like the new Dragons look. Gutherson, Cook, just the different players. I like
they need a half. Yeah, I love the Gutho. I love the passion he brings. You have a look at him, man. He was carrying on, screaming like he'd just won a grand final.
Good
when
on
they
him.
won that game. And similarly to when Dylan Egan had won a penalty, they all carried on. I was like, even watching it, I was like, Jesus, these guys, you haven't won the comp, you just got a penalty.
It's pretty fun.
Sure enough, they scored on the back of that penalty, little dives over in the 67th minute, and then they hang on from there and give away no points. And if you go back and look at that game when they beat the Storm last year, I couldn't confirm this. I haven't had a look, but I believe it's a similar sort of deal. They really just hung in there for a very long time after gaining a narrow lead and won it narrowly.
Well, have you rewatched that game?
Not really. I watched the mini and I've had it on in the background, but the
I'm
kids have gone
surprised
nuts.
that you haven't.
I've watched them. Yeah, like I said, I've watched the good old mini. Those are
Yeah.
great, and I have had it on while I'm sat there, but I'm doing playing like a game with the kids. Probably like I was speaking to you about earlier, the Kmart version of Guess Who that's called Who's That?
I love it.
It's so good.
I prefer that. I actually want to. Where did that get? Did you get that from Kmart?
Yeah.
I'm going to go and get it.
Yeah, go and get it. It's really special. There's some people who look
funny,
like people
man.
we know. Moving on from Saturday, the Cowboys 30 defeated the Raiders 20. Who'd you tip in that one?
Guess.
We can move straight on if you want.
No, because I'm looking and I just don't get it. The Raiders beat the Broncos in was that round 2 when they should not have. So then I'm holding on to that. I'm like, well, Cowboys haven't been fantastic. Raiders beat the Broncos, so obviously
they were magnificent in Vegas, the Raiders.
And then what happened to that team? They turned to just shit. Fucking
on a fast track up in Townsville with Tarpany back. I know. But I don't know if the Cowboys were great. They were great. They were really, really good. Drinkwater was really good. They were great.
And I've got a huge bias. I really like the Cowboys. I want to see them win. I like the team.
Yeah.
So it was a bit difficult for me to have the shits at that game. But
yeah.
Who did you tip?
I had Raiders. That was only my second miss of the week. I actually didn't. I ended up going poorly. Yeah, I had Dragons. I had Titans. I had Broncos.
You had Dragons?
Yeah. Oh, of course. Yeah.
I would have thought from a strategic standpoint. No,
exactly.
Fucking way. That was actually.
I want to win.
That was a fantastic tip. 99% of the country didn't get that tip.
Oh, they're fucking winners. They always beat the Storm.
Well, yeah. Argue against that. Far out.
All right. The Sharks 6 defeated by the Dogs 20. The Dogs undefeated all by themselves, completing at 85%.
Man, that is ridiculous.
What a team, eh?
They look good.
No Burton.
That's Stephen
Crichton.
After the Origin last year, I've looked at that dude different. Like, he's a man. But Origin Crichton compared to Bulldogs Crichton is just worlds apart. But
like a Gagai.
I like him. And I like Reid Mahoney.
Mahoney. He prefers.
Mahogany.
I get that. I get the temptation to say that.
I like him.
He's a little fucking pest.
I love it. He's an Ennis. He's not as bad as Ennis.
Yeah. What?
But that's what.
He's as bad?
No fucking way.
Ennis is.
He was next. No one will be as bad as Ennis.
Ennis was the king. Yeah, I loved him.
Mahoney's he's a drop in the ocean too. Ennis is shit.
Nah, Marty's a pest. He's the biggest pest in the comp. That's all Ennis ever was. You can only ever be the biggest pest in the comp. He's that.
Who's that? James Maloney. He was good. Throwing boots into the crowd and shit.
Yeah, that was the best. If you lose a shoe and he's playing, it's going into the crowd.
That's pretty
You'll never see that fucking thing again. You're playing the rest of the game in your sock. I think they cracked down on it. They had to crack down on it and say, if anyone does it,
spirit of the game, is it?
Oh, do we want to get started on that? Because all right. I don't want to do that, but I have a ready-made rant in my head for the Josh Curran penalty.
Oh,
that is not in the true spirit of the game,
mate. It's been some piss weak calls, eh?
Fuck off. We don't need a spirit in the fucking game because the game already has rules. You are there to adjudicate those. You are not there to adjudicate the spirit of the fucking game.
Yes,
if
I agree.
Player calls out, "Oh, hey, Matt, you're offside." So fucking what? Too bad for falling for it. That's been going on for 120 years, just about,
How many times do you hear forward?
or more.
Forward!
Yeah, forward.
Not
Yeah,
every
exactly.
game. Constantly.
Every fucking flat pass of every single game. And me as a spectator, I'm sat there thinking, oh, okay, that's the ref who's just called that forward.
Yeah.
No, it's just the opposition players screaming into the ref's mic that it's forward. Mate, calling a guy offside is just exactly the same as that. Don't get me started.
Then they've got the best view in the house. Like, it'd be frustrating. But yeah, obviously, what's the point? Like, the ref's going to go, oh, yeah, I'm going to listen to the opposition's play to make my decision. Like, no.
Oh, you're right. You were right, champ.
Yeah.
Forward as anything.
Oh, that's one we didn't touch on. Was it Ben Hunt on the sideline?
Bunt.
Was it him?
What?
Put his foot, like, his leg on the sideline, and the touch is just staring at it. No,
mate.
And they bat it back in. Something, yeah. He bat
Or
it
was
back
it Shiver?
Was it? I thought it was Hunt. I could be wrong.
It might have been. Yeah, no, I do remember the play. And then I remember they went back to it, and even the commentators are like, what the bloody hell happened there? Anyway, we move on. Commentary these days, they play down bad refs' decisions so
and there was
much.
A try.
So what? You got to blah, blah. Well, that's how it goes. Anyway, the decision's that now.
A Penrith try. Moses.
Mm.
And he planted it down and, oh, yeah, that's a try. They're just reviewing it. And they're like, yep, no try, no downward pressure. They're like, what do you mean? The ball squeezed out.
Moses Leota, mate.
That's
no downward pressure.
Are you kidding me?
The ball came out like sideways and spun around in a circle without leaving the ground.
It's insane, man.
How do you make a ball do that without imparting downward pressure onto the ball?
And that's what the bunker's for.
That's what the bunker's for. You said there was no downward pressure. What the fuck? A ball move?
Yeah. That was a shocking call.
Shocking call. Get rid of the bunker. Fuck them off.
Ultimately could have changed the way the game was going, the momentum. That
100
could have been a big factor in the
outcome. 100%. And Ivan was.
But don't get me wrong,
not a happy boy in the press conference.
I don't want Panthers to win, so I want them to lose fairly.
No, it's good. No, it's not good that they're just losing for nothing. They're a good side, but they're good enough to come back. Cleary's back this week. They're fine. They'll be fine.
If they get another fucking premiership, I'm going to start watching AFL. Fuck yes.
Yeah, I fucking love it. In my completely unqualified and totally biased opinion, it's fine. Which is what this is, by the way. Caveat, everybody. Completely unqualified, but we're just having fun.
Well,
moving on.
Hand it to you. You've actually been You've been a lot less biased than I thought you would have been. So it's nice to hear.
You can tell. All right. Manly 26 defeat the Eels 12. Manly move up to second on the ladder behind the undefeated Dogs.
How did that happen?
Thank you, Perso. And Eels at 17th. They've dropped down to the very last, which all the memes suggested they would have pre-season.
Surprise, surprise.
Yeah.
Good move for
it is what it is.
And Lomax.
I mean, Lomax, he's got his wish. He's playing centre in a losing team.
Fucking traitor.
Look, let me say this. When he was at Dragons in a losing team, the beginning of that year, he didn't know what was going to happen with last season. He didn't know it was going to go as well as it did. At the beginning of that year, he was part of a losing team at Dragons, and they went, "You're playing wing." And he went, "I like playing centre at a losing team. That's what I do best. I don't know why. I don't have any logic behind this. But if I'm not playing centre and I'm not losing, I'm not comfortable." So he went to Parramatta to play centre, which made a bunch of sense for a guy like Zach Lomax who wants to play centre at a losing team. He's doing exactly that.
Didn't he get a $200K pay cut or something?
Yeah, something. He had a good chance to make some good cash, and he went, "Nah, you guys look like you're going to start winning. I'm
He's
going
like,
over there."
man, he's the best in the league at his position.
Mate, he
Like,
played State of Origin
how did he
because
go
of.
in Origin? Holy shit!
Yeah. I mean, I don't want to say things that every single person ever has said, but you know what I mean. That seems to be what's going on.
Bloody hell!
He's got to go to the wing, doesn't he? He just has to go. Anyway.
Surely he'll get his managers in his ear. Surely they've had the discussion like, mate, it's not working. No, it's not going real good.
He's got a nice fat contract now. He's all right for a little bit.
Fuck. At the end of the day, he's probably on 700K. Like, that's ridiculous.
I remember it being something with a 6, but I just can't put my head around a guy like Lomax being on something like that. But anyway, apparently that is what it is.
Yeah, good.
Moving on to Tigers, 24, defeated by the Warriors, 26. They were a bit unlucky. I thought they tried really hard. Lomax, bloody hell. Luai,
I thought you were
2
going to
weeks.
say Dewey, because I always get those two mixed up.
No, Dewey as well. Dewey's in some
Did you get 2 weeks?
trouble. Luai got 2 weeks.
Oh, well, they're not going to win for the next 2 weeks.
Jumping, shoulder charge, high tackle. You say that, but I think there's an argument to be made that Terrell May has been the best signing over at that club. Oh, my
God, what a scumbag.
What a champion.
Don't like the May boys. It's not my people.
No? I'm a fan. I'm a big old fan.
Christ. What's the other one? The Panther one. Holy shit.
Talon.
Oh, what a lovely looking fella.
Well, he's out now.
Yeah.
I think he's put some really nice looking artwork around his throat.
Yeah, it looks fantastic.
He looks great. He looks great in those videos that he makes of himself hanging out of a speeding stolen car and stuff like that.
Yeah,
he's a good looking fella. You know, what more can you want?
But guess who I tipped? I flipped a coin for that game.
Go on.
I tipped the losing team.
Yeah.
Would you believe it? Fuck, man.
I can't help but enjoy believing it. Yes, I believe it.
So frustrating.
And the Knights had the bye.
Yeah, I'm surprised I got those. I didn't get that wrong.
You should get
Just
a minus point.
We might need to cap the game discussions to 60 seconds per game. That might be.
Did you get
recap?
any of the tips correct?
I got 2.
2. Okay. Which ones?
The Broncos.
Yeah.
And fuck, I can't even remember.
You picked Manly to defeat the Eels.
Yeah, of course. Oh my god.
Okay. You would not be alone there. I'm sure if you go back through your app.
I'm not alone there in my workplace. Someone got one.
Exactly.
A dude got 1, another fellow used his joker and got 2. Oh man. Terrible.
Wow. Before I got into next week's games, I just wanted to ask you, Carney, did you listen back to the monthly episode?
No.
No. Okay. So that's kind of good. I ran Perso through some of the greatest NRL scandals we've ever had.
Oh my god.
And I made him do a blind ranking. And as I was going through them, I realized
that's a really good idea. That's funny as.
I realized that we could pretty much just do that on every monthly show forever. But being that this is the sports show, we're going to have to come up with another thing. So I was wondering if you remember all of these. David Fafita mistakenly enters his Tinder date's father's room and he's chased from the house with a bat. Do you remember that story?
How the fuck do I not remember that?
It was on the Gold Coast. In the Gold Coast. Well, I assume it was when he had a Gold Coast contract because it was a Gold Coast incident.
I'm surprised he ran. I didn't.
Well, I mean, the father had a bat.
Well, yeah, but you're David
Yeah.
Fafita. I reckon if
You David Fafita.
hypothetically, if you got in a fight with David Fafita and you had a bat, who do you think is going to win the fight?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I would
Wait,
still be pretty confident that David Fafita could beat me up if I had a bat. Yeah.
Was this a
beat me up about a
was
shotgun.
this a baseball bat or a cricket bat?
It said
Both.
bat, and all I've written down is bat, and I was just thinking that as I was reading it as well. But all I've written down is bat. I'd have to assume baseball.
The father had a bat, and it was like he was literally just masturbating.
Just having a bat, yeah.
he was sitting there and he had a bat. Like, oh, wow.
And then he chased him.
Changes my
he chased him out while having a bat.
Yeah,
no,
I'd run away too.
But wouldn't
the story was written wrong.
Wouldn't you assume that it was a cricket bat?
No,
I would assume baseball. He's having a bat. Yeah. So I was having a bat, and David Fafita walked into my house, and I chased him out while I was having a bat. I tell you what, that might be it. That might have just been the way the story was written.
So now the scandal.
How many people do you know in Australia with a baseball bat? Like, it's a small chance this guy plays baseball, but I guess if you're maybe a gangster or something, you got baseball bats like.
I would say 90% of baseball bats in Australia are for weapons or protection.
Like, yeah, I was going to say, like you go into a sports store, they're for sale. As a home-owning man with daughters, I am an owner of a baseball bat.
There you go. Didn't know you were into having batting off.
And how often do you play baseball?
Yeah.
I have played baseball 0 times. No, not since grade 7. Shout out Mr. Williams. Hey.
Yeah.
I only own the baseball bat in case.
But what are these other scandals? And I'll try not to make a masturbating innuendo out of it. No promises. All right. I'll try.
All right, here we go. Remember Nate Miles shitting in the hotel hallway? Remember that one? Oh,
yeah. Right after he had a bat.
Yeah, he said he was sick. Yeah.
That was fucking hilarious. Didn't he get locked out of his room and he just had to shit?
He thought it was the toilet door and he just walked out of the door.
I'm actually surprised that you recover from that, like, within the media and society.
Oh,
that is
his career went on. Yeah.
It's sort of largely got punched in the face by Gallen and everyone. That was all everyone talks about now.
Well, he went on to do like Beyond Blue ads with Paul Gallen.
They were
really funny.
Fucking hilarious.
So funny. How you going, mate? That was so fucking funny.
Oh, you can call me Gal if you want, Paul. I might do that, Paul. Fuck, they were funny. They were so good.
They played it so well.
Sure, it's going to be off the field dummies. Sort of shit. They'd laugh about it. Go, fuck.
Yeah,
I'm sure that they said their piece and apologised and fuck, get on with it.
No doubt, they're mates. Yeah.
Iconic moment though in sporting history. That was fucking huge. Just remove him. He just ate those fists. Just bang, bang.
Yeah.
Never fell down.
Well,
and won the series.
Gallen did say, yeah. Moving on. Remember when the video came out of Kurt Capewell that he did glory hole porn before his career? Did you know about that?
I forgot about that.
Yeah,
I never saw the video. Did you?
No, I never saw the video. But
you know what I did see? Tony Staggs.
Yeah. Oh, the feet, the toes.
Yeah, did you see that one?
Hey, good for him. If you're into it, you're into it. I mean, that guy really seemed to. Yeah, I know.
You like those toes, man.
Toes were made out of ice cream. He was after it.
His eyes are so glassy. He looked pissed as.
Yeah, fuck yeah. Good for him.
It's pretty
Probably
funny,
doesn't even like feet. He was just axed. Like, what's this? He thought it was a kebab.
But I forgot about the Capewell glory hole thing. I did hear. It's unusual for me to forget about something like that.
Yeah, he told his teammates he didn't know it was a dude.
How hectic.
John Hopewadi, of course, you remember that.
Yep.
Now,
Stopafati. John Stopafati.
Correct. If I said to you a scandal involving Jared Hayne, what would your
Oh, you already know.
Okay, so what about this? Jared Hayne shows porn to high school kids
Oh, I remember
while
that.
he was doing a presentation on cyber safety.
That's just you can't write that shit. That's
You
crazy.
cannot write that. Yet I have all that. I've written it down.
How did we like? I've forgotten about all this stuff, and that's like incredible stories.
That's great stuff. And the beautiful thing about the NRL is you can just keep going. We literally do this every month, and it
Let's
will
talk
never
about
end.
Russell Packer.
Let's talk about Fudge. Yes, let's talk about him.
He pissed his pants in the middle of a game. The camera just zooms in on him, and he's just pissing, just standing there.
His pants, and he shakes it out. Yeah, mate. Fuck
Far
yeah.
out, man.
He's a rough fella, eh? I
Oh.
know, but I refuse to talk any garbage about him. He was a Dragons great.
Didn't he go
The
to
bucket hat?
He went to prison for coward punching some kid.
No, he like stomped a bloke.
He would have great guy, man. Pisses his pants and stomps dudes, and probably had a bat as well.
Something to do with a urinal and stomping someone, and it was a bad thing. I mean, it was a bad thing.
Todd Carney's just one big walking scandal, isn't he?
Well, that sucks. I hate that was even a scandal. Like
so
you
bad.
pretend to piss in your mouth, and some fucking weak dog fucking. Anyway, don't get me started. We got to move on, dude. We're coming up to like an hour here.
Let's move on.
Where are we at, Perso? What's the?
We're almost at 1 hour.
Almost at an hour. All right, we've got to run through these in half an hour. We're going to run down the upcoming games. I was going to run through the AFL. I won't do that. I'll just quickly tell you that the Hawthorn Hawks are on top. A couple of notable ones. Perso, your Kangaroos?
Yo.
Sitting at 10th.
Oh, out of how many?
So you're okay. Not too bad. There's 18 teams in the AFL. That's a beautiful thing. You're sitting at 10th. You're fine. The Saints have beaten the Tigers and the Cats. They're coming 7th. It's good to see the Saints that high. The rest of them will update later in a weekly show when we've done a little bit better on time. All right, previewing round 5. We're going to get everybody's tips. We're going to start with round 5 tomorrow night. So as we record, this is a Wednesday evening as we record. So tomorrow night will be Thursday night, the 8 p.m. game, Raiders versus Sharks at GIO Stadium in Canberra. Their last meeting was here in April of 2024. It was the Raiders 0, the Sharks 40.
What?
Jesus Christ, man.
Now, how a year changes things, right?
Wow.
Well, what players have they gained or lost? Rapana, is he still...
Rapana is not currently available.
He's Xavier Savage. I like him. I like him a lot. Savage,
power, speed, base. He's a very, very, very powerful ball runner.
Cool name.
KO Weeks at fullback. They got obviously Jamal Fogarty.
He's been
running the ship. Jamal Fogarty, you don't think so?
Not as cool as what's his name? Xavier Blazeface?
Xavier Savage.
Xavier Savage. That's a sick name.
Right. That's a rugby league name and a half. What did I tell you last week, Perso, that these names, they're something else, man. They're coming through. Their fullback KO Weeks. I just love that guy, man.
That's a cool name.
He's got a hell of a bit of pace about him.
And with
I don't know whether he's going to end up a fullback, but he's a hell of a player.
This probably won't come as a surprise, but with Fogarty, I switch vowels around to call him something else. I think it's pretty funny.
You're hilarious. You are hilarious. I bet you crack yourself up.
I could make a whole team for you of funny names.
I bet you yell it out to your wife every weekend. She goes, "Oh, you're heaps funny."
Oh, we're still doing that joke.
I got the Raiders. Yeah, I got the Raiders.
Really?
You got the Raiders.
Yep.
All right, I'll put that down. Raiders already. You're going early on the home team. I like it. Yeah,
Oh,
Sharks
man.
are a hell
And
of a
that's
side.
what could sway everything. Touching on the Broncos game a few weeks ago, I am going
Well, I'll
Cronulla
give you a hand. The
comfortably.
Raiders are paying to your Sharks. Yeah, I like it. The Raiders are $2.56. The Sharks are $1.50.
I just
I'm gonna
can't
go.
see it. Like, I can't say that though, because I said that
No,
for
you
every
can't say
fucking game
anything.
last week. I'm
Yeah.
so wrong.
You know what? I've got written down here Sharks, Carney.
Yep.
But since you're going for them, I'm going to go with the Raiders here.
That is such a good. Oh, I could do you so many favors. Holy shit!
Just cross that out.
It's worth doing.
And completely change my mind altogether. Moving on to
I love it.
Friday night at 6 p.m. We got I'm going with New South Wales time here because we're all going to be leveled up next week with the end of daylight savings anyway.
Okay, cool.
6 p.m. we got the Panthers versus the Cowboys at CommBank Stadium in Sydney. They last played in June. It was the Panthers 6 and the Cowboys 16. You will not be surprised to know that was Origin interrupted.
Oh, okay, makes sense. Well, but on both sides though, that would have just been under.
Oh yeah, because the Cowboys get so fucked by Origin compared to the fucking Panthers.
You shut up. Well, yeah, no, that is true. The Panthers lost like 75% of their team. Cowboys would have lost
the whole thing.
who Tommy Dearden for 18th man or something.
Yeah. So the Panthers will be paying $1.24 and the Cowboys are $4.10. Perso, who do you like?
I got the Cowboys in this one.
Fucking Jesus.
He's got a strategy
Yeah,
here.
good one. I like it.
He's just trying to get attention out of us, I reckon.
No. It has nothing to do with you guys, and I'm not going to divulge my strategy until the end of the season, so we're going to see how we go, right?
Shitness.
Yeah, I think I can. Well, he's probably doing better than me.
So far.
Yeah. No, in life in general. I'm not just talking about footy tipping.
Well, I just started tipping. This is literally my first NRL tipping ever, so I'm pretty keen for this. Yeah.
Have you been tipping since round 1?
No, I've just started now, so I don't know how that works. But
so
let's just give you 4 points for each week. We'll balance it out.
No, we're going to put you on the highest out of between Carney and myself when I work that out afterwards.
Just give me a handicap because whatever.
No, you're fine. You're going to be on equal with whoever's higher out of Carney or me. So Cleary's back, but Toto is out in this game. Casey McLean and Paul Alamotti are going to make up the wings. Well, I think Cleary coming back is going to make a massive difference.
But Toto hasn't done heaps. I mean, he hasn't had the opportunity, I suppose, in his position. He got a try last week, I think.
Well, look, Brian Toto does sort of crazy things without realising Brian Toto's doing crazy things. Brian Toto ran for 231 metres last week.
He's a little bulldog, eh? I like him.
Isn't he? He just does those things and you don't even realise he's doing them.
Did I send you that anytime try scorer from Sportsbet?
Man.
He was paying $1.27.
It's so annoying.
And he didn't get... Oh, no, I think he might have got 2.
He did. It's so annoying. It's so annoying to see an anytime try scorer at a ridiculous, stupid
The lowest I've ever seen was Alex Johnson for $1.40, and I thought that was outrageous. And he didn't get a try from memory because I fucking bet on it that game.
Why would you back? Anyway, let's not get into your weird favourite betting habits.
Oh, no, I'm retired from betting. Fuck that. Another thing I'm pretty terrible at.
Tipping and betting, that's good.
Yeah.
They sort of go hand in hand, to be fair.
Who did you guys tip for that game?
I've got Panthers.
Yeah, I'll definitely go Panthers. I'd love Cowboys to get up. I'll actually like to watch that one.
I wrote that anyway. A little bit more of intrigue in the following game, the 8 p.m. game, is the old classic, 120-year-old odd game. Rabbits versus Roosters at a core stadium in Sydney. The Rabbits $1.80, the Roosters $2.05.
Based on recent form, you would very comfortably go the Bunnies.
Yeah.
I can't believe I just said that.
Yeah. And let me say that, let me go back and check because I wrote this down early. Okay, yeah, the Rabbits, as I assume, now that Latrell's been named,
Oh, I didn't even think of that.
They have firmed into $1.66.
No shit.
The Roosters are out to $2.23.
Well, that's almost good money for the Roosters then.
Yeah, but I'll tell you what's interesting. They've named Latrell at centre, Carney.
Yeah.
And they've left Jai Gray at fullback there.
Jai Gray's
been doing
fantastic.
a fantastic job. Yeah, no doubting that. But
little Napoleon.
To have the balls to come and say to Latrell, mate, you're in, but you're at centre. I suppose it's a good thing that the Rabbits have someone like Wayne Bennett as coach who does have that size of balls, double XL.
He's won a premiership for both of us, hasn't he?
Yes, he has. Well, I think he's won fucking 6 for you, cockers.
Yeah, he's done all right.
Anyway, but since us, fuck all, so suck it up, cunt.
Imagine if this is his season. Imagine that.
Glory. Fucking just as well could be looking at it. Jeez, if he can get these guys back in and keep them fit. Goodness me. Mind you, try-scoring extraordinaire Alex Johnston is out. Positive for the Roosters. Connor Watson returns.
How many? Do you know how many tries Alex Johnson scored in his career?
Oh, he's going to break the Ken Irvine record.
He's shit all over the Bunnies record.
It's freakish. But I don't know if it's just a timing thing for him, as in like he was at the Bunnies at the right time when they have, this is the way they play and they just go left all the time. He's an absolute freak. He's creeping up on the 200 tries mark. I'm pretty sure.
Insane, man. That is fucking insane. When you consider
he scored 196 tries as Alex Johnston.
Well, there's 26 games in a year.
Yeah,
like that's crazy.
The guy's like outscoring the games.
Yeah,
just about.
Well, how many games has he played? Has he done 200?
So,
I'm just assuming you have all these statistics in your head.
I don't quite have them in my head, but I'm trying to pad, if you know what I mean. That's a professional term.
Oh, don't know what you mean.
While I actually go and
is it like batting?
Look for the thing, but it just says how many fucking tries he scored because I'm trying to look for it in a hurry. Damn it. Anyway, Perso, what's your tip for this one? The Rabbits revised to $1.66 and the Roosters $2.23.
I got Sydney City.
I knew he was going to say that.
Yeah, why
it's not because they're the underdogs.
He's going for the outsiders.
No.
Should have done that last week.
Okay. Well, okay. Are we going to get some insight into this strategy? Or?
I told you at the end of the season. At the end of the day, it's 50-50. You know what I mean?
Okay. Whatever Carney's not going to do.
That's
good.
That's
strategy.
Not a bad method.
You can make a lot of money.
Last week you would have fucking killed it.
Me.
Carney, who do you like in this one?
I got it again based on form, and this is always bites me in the fucking ass. But the Rabbitohs, I haven't tipped them in probably a year and a half, but I like them. They look good. They look fucking really good.
Yeah, they're hot. They're a hot side. Jai Gray's hot as fuck. They're a hot side. They look good. And yes, I mean hot in both senses of the word.
Not
Super
shot.
Saturday. Yeah, well, I just.
Oh, shut up. You'd be gay if you didn't hook up with him. He's that handsome.
I mean, what a couple of eyes. Goodness me, I've never been so hypnotized by a human man.
Boy, you should try watching a Broncos game with a boner the whole time.
He's
Psycho.
something
And then you get a
special.
glimpse of his nail polish. Like, oh my gosh, I'm melting.
Oh, stop it.
I've
Stop it,
just got to
Reese.
run to get the baseball bat. Fucking hell.
Yeah, you cut that out. Your wife's asking you to come to bed. You're like, fuck off.
Yeah, busy
Leave
for
me
Carney.
alone. I'm busy. Super Saturday, 3 p.m. Eels versus the Dragons at Combank Stadium in Sydney.
This is the one. They wrapped the Storm up last week. They'll fucking get 50 put on them by 17th on the ladder.
They do seem to do that. Now, when they last played last year at Combank, I don't know if you remember this, Carney.
Oh, man, last year was a long time ago.
The score was 44-40.
Oh, I do remember that. It was the biggest, the highest score for a losing team.
For a losing team of all time.
Wow.
What a record.
Yeah.
I think I said exactly that to you that day. What a record you've got.
That's a cool record.
Yeah.
But they
That's a cool
scored like
record.
24 points in the last 6 minutes or something.
So
that was
Parramatta
crazy.
scored all 44 of their points within 61 minutes. And the Dragons were on 12 at that time, having scored only like 10 minutes or less just before that to get to 12. From that point, they scored 5 tries in 10 minutes.
Is that a record? That's insane.
It's gotta be. And they got themselves
a try every 2 minutes.
From 44-12 to 44-40, and they nearly snatched the game away.
That would have been
the
from the
Parramatta
biggest comeback
Eels.
record, yeah, or something close.
It would have been, by many, many moons, the biggest comeback.
But
Yeah.
is that, there's never been a game where both teams have scored 40 plus, is there?
No.
Other than that. That's...
No.
Man. Yeah. That'd be interesting to watch that again, that last 10 minutes of that game.
I reckon
Craziness.
This game...
And Zach Lomax was a big part of that. Sorry, go on.
I reckon this game will be higher scoring.
Oof.
Than 84 points.
It's possible.
This is his strategy.
Perso, how do you like betting?
I wouldn't bet
because I would like to make a side bet with you that's got nothing to do with sports bet. And I have a house over here.
Well, look at the Para's attack last week against Dragons' defense last week. What do you think's going to happen?
I know, but didn't we just talk about this before with some other games that we wrapped up with the Raiders?
I want to call it now. I just want to put it out there. Dragons.
Okay, I'm going to get your tip right now.
Dragons have got this in the bag. There you go.
You're a fucking asshole. You're a fuckwit. You fuckers. That's going to give me the free spins, and that means it just can't happen. Because I got to write Dragons down across the board, and I hate doing that.
What are the odds?
I might tip the Eels.
No, you won't.
I can't make my hand make the pen do that, so I currently am writing Dragons.
Nah, Dragons, man. Para are fucking so dreadful. They are terrible.
Stop saying things. Yeah.
What
are the odds?
Terrible.
Sorry, man. I should have given you the odds earlier. It's $2.45 for the Eels and $1.56 for the Dragons.
Eels.
You going Eels?
No, I got Dragons.
Stop saying the opposite of whatever I say.
All right, Carney, I'm going to give you.
But I went first.
Yeah.
I've written Dragons for you.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
I'd love to change it. You're not changing it? Okay.
No.
All right, moving on. Also on Super Saturday.
We got 15 minutes left, by the way.
Yeah, thanks. We're cool. We're close. Also Super Saturday. The Titans at $1.45 versus the Dolphins at $2.79 at 5:30 p.m. Seabus Super Stadium. Last time they played was last year at Suncorp, actually.
That's an interesting place for those two to meet up.
Yeah, I suppose,
Was it
it was a
double
bit of
header
a
or
bigger
something?
deal. Must have been something like that. So the Dolphins actually lost to the Titans 14-21. Kieran Foran kicked the field goal in the 73rd minute. And
Is he even
Josh
playing?
Kerr was sin binned in that game. Who?
Kieran Foran.
Kieran Foran is not in the halves.
What are the Dolphins?
No,
what's
he's
the
not
what's the
currently
city?
playing.
Redcliffe.
Redcliffe.
The Redcliffe Dolphins.
Redcliffe
pretty
Dolphins.
Much North Brizzy.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. So Jalen de Groot will be coming in at fullback.
He lives
for
around the
Kinney.
corner. He's a Coogin boy. He's
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, right. Yeah.
family friends of Bess's family. So it all ties in. So I'm all of a sudden a fan of him. He's been good. He's been fucking great. I like him. And it's a good story of how he got on the field. It's crazy.
They've got a huge rap on him over there at Titans, from what I understand. So he's going to be playing fullback, taking over from Keanu Kinney this week. And they are favourites at $1.50.
Dolphins have got to win eventually.
I get
and what
that.
better team to win against than a shit team? But how shit are they?
I don't think they're as shit as we have previously thought in previous years.
Well, they've been shit in previous years. Very shit.
Yeah,
but
that's what I mean. Yeah, they've got a hell of an attack, but
Brimson's
they're
still
a hell of a
ahead.
team, man. Brimson's, but he's him at 5'8", Jaden Campbell at halfback.
Jaden Campbell's sick. He's so good.
Man, he's having a breakout season. That guy, he is
Tino's
a hell of a
been
player.
great
He broke
since he's come
open the
back.
game last week. Tino coming back from an ACL to play the way he's been playing. He's magnificent.
Fafita off the bench again.
Fafita, they just must be liking what they're seeing, bringing him off the bench.
Well, it's
him and Jamin Jolliffe coming off the bench.
Imagine
a
Fafita coming up against a fatigued defence. He's
exactly
a fucking
right.
animal, that dude.
Exactly right. It's smart. If you got a good player who's happy to play off the bench, look, the Dragons do it with Little. You would question mark the same sort of thing, but then he comes on and he scores a try and wins the game. And Fafita similar. He was great last week off the bench. I thought. I still think I'd love to see him just playing.
Well, he might not be fit for 80 minutes.
But Beau Fermor is a hell of a replacement. I mean, that guy's playing some tremendous footy at the moment, Beau Fermor. He was in my Supercoach team last year, and I loved owning him.
Well, it's working.
Yeah,
they're not going terrible. What are they, fifth on the ladder?
What's wrong with Fermor and Haas? I mean, yeah, you can't go past that. What are the Dolphins? What are the Titans? They are fifth on the ladder, yeah.
And Dolphins, they've got to be 16th.
16th, yeah.
Fuck. But I only know that because you said Paris 17th.
Yeah.
Jeez, man.
So they're $1.45, the Titans. Dolphins $2.79.
I'd
Perso,
call it a coin flip of a game.
All right, you then. Yeah.
Well, yeah, I'll just butt in. I would look at it as a coin flip of a game. I think it could just as easily. It's going to be, and it's so cliche, a momentum thing. Whatever team gets the momentum going, I can't see it turning.
Yeah.
I will say the Titans.
You'll go Titans.
Yeah.
I would understand a tip of Dolphins there. I mean,
they got to win eventually.
They got to win, yeah.
And they're not a bad team.
No, I also have the Titans in this one.
Titans. Well, I'm not going to let the free spins happen there. I'm going to take the Fins.
I want to see it. I really like the team. I like Herbie. I like the Hammer.
Yeah.
Man, I like their players. What's that? The Ranger that came from Broncos.
Plath. Not Plath. Well, Gilbert's out this week.
Flegler.
Flegler's.
I like him.
Flegler. No, Flegler.
Is he not in?
No, Flegler. Injured. The interchange is Donahue, Mark Nichols, Ray Stone, who's a psycho, and
Mark
Kenny
Nichols,
Bromwich.
I like him. He's
Yeah,
consistent.
player, right?
How's
Yeah.
that try? Oh, the try he disallowed was last season. I think it was a Broncos game. They're going to plan it down, and he just comes from underneath and just smacks it out of his hand.
You can get him for first try scorer, huge odds, and he does do it now and then. I think he did it in a final once.
He'd be what, $18?
Oh, he'd be massive. I haven't had a look, but you can get him at big odds, and he has done it a couple of times. It'd be something worth looking at every now and then if you feel the urge. Moving on quickly to Broncos versus Tigers at 7:35 p.m. at Suncorp.
Thank
Broncos
God.
$1.22, Tigers $4.35.
Just remember, Raiders were $5 when they beat the Broncos a couple of weeks ago. So
Roosters were $11 when they beat the Panthers.
What the fuck was that?
Can I just say, I've gone back and double checked this, and with the team updates and the suspension to Luai, the Tigers have gone out to $6.05.
Oh wow, wow, man. Well, I like to hear it because I want to get some for and against up my sleeve.
Right.
But
yeah,
obviously, I'm tipping Brisbane.
You're going with it, yeah. Well, obviously, yeah.
And I get that I'm 100% biased, and I usually tip Brisbane regardless. I wouldn't tip.
You'll
against
go against
Storm.
them at some point this year if they play Stormies or something,
or the Dragons. I'll tip the Dragons.
Yeah, of course you would. What are you, fucking stupid? You fucking idiot.
I doubt that.
Just the top 4 teams, yeah.
Same as you did this week. Yeah. Oh, fuck. Are we worrying about 4? It's just fucking Dragons.
Premiers, whatever.
Let's just replay that game from last year from last week for the GF, the fucking Dragons and Storm. Fucking be done with it. Clearly it's us two.
Let's just stop the season right now, You should email
fuck it. Let us play right now. So fuck it. Whoever wins this wins it.
Yep, done.
Clear winners. Clearly the 2 best. Fuck, Panthers are coming fucking near last. Fuck them. Perso, who do you like? Broncos, Tigers?
West Tigers.
You're a fucking idiot, mate.
Well, hey, we'll see in a week's time, won't we?
We will see.
I can't wait.
Oh, yeah, he's got it recorded now as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, righto. Record away.
His message tone, you're a fucking idiot, Perso.
You know what? That's probably going to... Put that in the intro, please. Perso. I want that in there. All right. Sunday evening at 5:05 p.m. The Manly Sea Eagles versus the Melbourne Storm. And the Sea Eagles are $2.54. The Storm are $1.52. That is always a hell of a grudge match. The Manly beat them last year, round 12.
Yeah, Manly with Turbo.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe not. Yeah. Round 12 last year.
Yeah. He was probably out for his 3rd injury. Fucking fuck that. Fuck. Every year I buy him in my super coach. Oh, this is the year he doesn't get injured. Fucking hell. Anyway. He's out. He's out. DC is in. Who's going to play fullback?
DC
Lehigh Hopewadi will be playing fullback.
Oh, I'll stop Farty.
Yeah.
People don't forget.
No, clearly. Perso and I went over this last week. Ben Trebojevic, Jake Trebojevic, or playing Ethan Bullimore off the bench, see if he can get another double off the bench like he did last week. What a thrubber. Other than that, the odds seem to be pretty fair and even in what you'd expect. What do you think, Perso? Stormy's odds? It's taking a favourite. This guy.
I've taken a couple of favourites.
Look at you.
Look, the odds at the end of the day meaningless. It's 50-50 at the end of the day, right?
Hey, look, even buying a lotto ticket, it's 50-50.
I don't think so.
You could get a 90-minute
draw.
You
either win or you don't win. 50-50.
That's not really.
No,
true.
really, it's true.
What
How
are
is
the
that
other
not true?
outcomes?
What part of that's not true?
Two
Yeah.
possible outcomes.
Well,
What other outcome can you have from being in the lotto?
if you're putting money down on a game, you got more of a chance of winning that 50-50 than putting money. You're going to win more times, more frequently.
That's 50-50.
All right. Storm.
Don't waste your time,
Storm, I
Perso.
like it. Cool, yeah.
Just nod and go, yeah, you're right, man. That's real funny.
No, come on. Get involved. So Perso, Storm, Carney.
Man, the turbo thing, and I think Storm will bounce back. Surely they're just too much. They're like the classiest team in the league. They, no offense, should not have lost last week. On
What are you
paper,
talking about? We talking about. They were fucking, mate. They played their best game I've seen them play for a long, long time. Storm, and well, I mean, you can't help that stuff. You come up against a determined defensive powerhouse, and
such a
it fucking happens.
wanker.
What are you
Shut
talking about? We're talking about.
Yes.
So it sounds like you're going for Storm. It's at Four Pines Park. Did I mention that? Four Pines Park in Sydney.
Where the fuck's that?
Manly, Brookie.
What 4 Pines? I've never heard it called that.
Well, that's what they call it, for money.
Okay.
We have to say the real name because of money.
Okay, yeah.
So it's at Four Pines Park in Sydney.
Okay, cool. We went there. Me and Bess went there in 2020.
During that great time. Awesome.
Yeah, there was bushfires and shit. I think it was 2020.
2020.
Yeah, it was.
2020 bushfires. I remember those. You had to wear a mask because it was so smoky.
Just before the world went psycho. We went there in January for my birthday.
January. Oh, that was good times. January 2020.
Yeah. Yes,
yeah,
before the tyranny.
Good old days. Yeah. Anyway, this is the weekly. Carney, who do you like? Storm. I've already written it down. Storm. And surprise. You know what?
No, you won't.
I'm going to go to Storm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. The final game of the round, Sunday, 7:15 p.m. The Bulldogs at $1.47 versus the Knights $2.69. Kalen Ponga in. I am a big fan of. Look, last year the Dogs did them bad, 36-12 in round 7. And then they came back in round 13 for the Knights to try and get some revenge back home, and they got done worse, 32-12.
Damn.
And the Dogs are top of the ladder despite some pretty serious injuries. I mean, like Burton is something. Kickout is something. These are big deals
that they're doing this without those.
They're a hell of a side. Because everything they do is based on defense and their system. They're a hell of a side. I'm very impressed with what they're doing lately. And I'm, in fact, just before we even get started, just going to write Bulldogs next to my name there because I'm very happy with that.
Yeah, I reckon Newcastle have been pretty comfortably the most disappointing team this season. Not the worst, but the most disappointing. I thought they would have. They got good players, man. I thought they would have done so much better. They've shit on me every fucking week, and they can go get fucked this week. I'm tipping Bulldogs. Definitely Bulldogs. I'd be surprised if it goes the other way, but. I said that 6 times last week, didn't I?
That's dead true. You did. You did do that. You said that 6 times. 6 out of 8. Let me remind you. As if I haven't done that. I just didn't do it last week, so you're copping it.
You just don't answer your phone for a week.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, fuck you. You just turn around and I'll be gone. You'll be watching State of Origin with me in the pub and then, fuck.
Where'd he go?
Where'd he go? Where'd Ace go?
Remember gone. That? The Sugar Shack from State of Origin. Like, where's he gone? I go outside, Coy. Where are you? And all you said was...
At home.
No, you didn't even say at.
Oh, bed.
Yeah, home. Fucking hell, you miserable cunt. Just because
Fuck
I don't
this.
think it was even full time yet. You're already at home. Didn't
Fuck
say
it.
goodbye or anything. You just stormed off with the shits.
Fuck it.
Good times.
That was bad times. That was not good times. Fuck it. Anyway, fuck it. It's been some good times since.
Oh, yeah.
Carney, who do you like here? Bulldogs or Knights?
Very convincingly Bulldogs.
Convincingly
Like
Bulldogs.
I'd say by 20, I reckon they're going to fucking roll them.
Have a look at the overs then. It might be worth looking at. Although Bulldogs defence, it's going to be tough.
I think nearly every game last week was under. There was that one game that got 50 total points, I think.
That was worth having a look at in the piss and wet all over the country.
Because we did have a bet on that at work. I pushed the overs up and went under. Like it was under 56.5 for 4 games or something. So
Jesus.
We shit like $1.25 legs, but I figure pissing down rain, probably going to be very low scoring anyway. Turn $40 into 140 and just bank that for the punters weekend.
Bank it.
Yep. Locked down.
Very nice. Love it. All right. Well, that's all the NRL games for the week. Is there anything you wanted to talk about, Perso? Did you get a tip for that?
I got the Knights.
Did I get a tip for you? You got Knights there?
Mm-hmm.
You got Knights there. All right. I'm really kind of glad with this because you've ruined a lot of free spins where we're going to get the jackpot for the 3, which usually means it's going to go all 3 are going to lose. That tends to happen more often than not.
Well, someone's going to win.
But it's usually, if all 3 of you tip one, it's usually the other one.
Yeah.
As,
so does that mean the Eagles are going to beat the Storm?
It could do.
Well, you'll get a bunch right. But this is how every week, that's the way it goes. Like, oh, fuck. A 2 or 3 games, it just totally went the wrong way. Every week.
Spot on. It's just,
they do have a 50% chance of winning, footy. So.
Just like Lotto, man.
Exactly the same as Lotto. Yeah. Anything you wanted to chuck in?
It's 50-50 that you're going to live or die.
You
might make it to work. You might die.
You don't know. You're taking your life in your hands.
Crazy, man.
Crazy. You don't know. Take your life in your hands.
Think about that next time you eat a handful of peanuts.
Yeah. Yeah.
50-50, man. You got to choke or you're not going to choke. So
that's it. Everything you do.
Yeah.
I'm sitting here chewing. I was chewing on the lid of a pen before. People have died like that. 50-50.
Yeah. A surprising number of people die from when they change their bed sheets and they end up getting caught and suffocating.
Oh, fuck off. That's not, no, shut up. One person ever.
He's right. It sounds like 50-50.
That is every time you change your sheets, 50-50.
How many people? Guess how many people that happens to, and we'll get the answer next episode. And we need to wrap it up.
Half of all people.
What, globally?
All right, yeah, we can wrap it up. Is there anything you wanted to chuck in, Perso?
No, you seem to have covered everything quite comprehensively.
Okay. Carney, you good?
50-50 chance I'm going to have a bat.
All right, 50-50. I agree. Is there do you have any sort of sign off that you wanted to do, or?
I do, but yeah, no. You know what I'm like.
That is hilarious.
And all I'm going to say is Perso won't appreciate it, so I'm just going to leave it at that.
Hey, look, you already got me making so many edits from this episode, so it is whatever.
No, well then we should have gone even more overtime. Don't fuck it. Don't edit that too much. That was very funny. Please, some of that has to stay.
It was organic.
We'll see.
Okay, please. All right. Thank you. All right. Perso, Carney, I appreciate it.
That was fun, guys.
Thanks, guys.
I think we could drag this out for fucking hours.
Yeah. Well, we'll do it next week.
Well, I think we should try and shorten it next week. Maybe cap, I don't know, X amount
definitely
per game.
shorten it. Definitely shorten it.
Even get a physical timer.
Shorten it and don't edit it.
Yeah, it's probably better.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
I like how you guys have never heard of a stopwatch before.
Perso, take more control, mate. You're producing this thing.
Yeah,
All right, let's
50-50.
go.
All right, peace. Thank you.
Peace. Laters.
Sweet guys.
Thanks for listening. Bye.
Rock and roll. Fuck.